Hey y'all, this is AL Think Madame. I am getting ready to see if I can start going outside now to go and defrost, unthaw my car because it's covered in ice. So I don't have to worry about it in the morning. But the sun's come out, so I'm kind of trying to wait and gauge to see if I'm gonna actually need to go out there. But I actually might need to put some salt down. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. So this video is about the COVID-19 shot and, just COVID-19 in general. And I want us to be able to, for real, have a dialogue in the comment section about this. I'm just going to tell y'all about how I feel about it and see what y'all think, if anybody agrees with me. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and get into it. So yesterday, my daddy ended up FaceTiming me from the place where him and my mama, brother, sister, and my aunt went and all got their COVID-19 shots. They did the first round of shots. I think all of them got Moderna, if that's the name of it, but that's the one that they got. And I didn't know this, but apparently you have to wait like 15 minutes after you've taken it, just in case something pop off side effect wise, because they don't want you to try to just leave right away and then something go down and then you just out and about looking crazy, especially if you just hop right in your vehicle and leave. So I was like, okay. And I mean, ever since all this stuff really started popping off and they've been talking about everybody getting the shots and all this other stuff, I've been looking at them sideways and ain't saying nothing. Every year when they talk about the flu shot, I look at my parents sideways because I stopped getting flu shots like 15 years ago. Like, they don't. I mean, y'all, I'm the type of person where I very rarely get sick. Okay, when I was back home, I probably can count on one hand within the 25 years that I had been living at the time that I had been sick. And that's from birth up until the age of 25. Because I don't play about that. If you cough and sneeze in my direction or in another room and all of that, I politely go and grab my can of Lysol or Clorox spray and I will go spray you, spray all the handles to the doors and the faucets and anything that you might have touched. I do all of that. Spray the air, all of that. I get my wipes. I don't play none of that. I ain't never been here for that. I've always been like this since before this. So yeah, but yeah, so 25 on up to now, I have probably gotten sick probably like 5 or 6 more times because when I moved away from home, people are very disrespectful and ain't got no home training apparently, because I've had so many people to directly cough in my face and sneeze in my face. And it's like, you don't turn your head in my direction and sneeze or cough. That's not what we do. I was always taught to sneeze in the fold of my arm. Or if I can't do that, do like this and sneeze into that. If I have a paper towel or a napkin or a towel or something, sneeze or cough into that. And if at all else fails, I cough into my hand or sneeze into my hand and go wash my hands afterwards. Like all this other stuff people be doing, I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? But anyway, I've had so many people to cough and sneeze in my face and in my direction. I'm just like, like, no, because like normally I don't even be sick like that. So yeah, my immune system has usually always been amazing. My parents would normally have to just take me to the doctor to get a normal checkup when I was in school, and that was it. And any immunizations, but outside of that, wasn't nobody just having to take me because I was sick. Now, my brother and sister stayed sick. That was them. I ain't never just been sick out here like that. So, and I just don't play that. I don't play them games. Like, I did not play that mess. I would be at school and people would be out. I would not miss school. I always got perfect attendance for school. Like, I did not play that. I did not play none of that. Like, the few times that I was out, it was because of somebody else. I had impetigo one time. And it was because somebody was in the sandbox and all this other, some random stuff popped off with the sandbox. So, had to treat that because that is contagious. And I had chickenpox one time because this little boy ended up taking the sweater that I had. Apparently his sweater looked exactly like mine. Then I ended up getting chickenpox when I was in Head Start. So, like, little sniffle here and there, get that. I mean, as soon as my mama knew what it was, oh no, put that right on in me. We had the humidifiers going. We had the Vicks on. Everything. Ain't nobody got time. As soon as you feel it trying to flare up in you, the first sniffle, oh no, cutting it off at the pass. So, something that I've always found to be interesting is there are people who live to get the flu shot religiously every single year, and they end up half dead with the flu every year. And I'm just like, no, I ain't had a flu shot in like 15 years. And I'm just like, no. Like, I just felt like, well, no reason for me to get it, and I just started getting it. My arm would just hurt afterward. I was just like, for what? Now, almost every year, my parents take it, and almost every year they do get it. They get the flu shot, but almost every year they end up with the flu. And I'm like, I ain't never understood that. What's the point of taking it to avoid getting it, and then you end up with it? That's stupid to me. And I mean, you ain't had no symptoms, you ain't had no nothing. A lot of people will try to argue and say, well, they already had it, and that's why they just didn't have the symptoms at the time or whatever. And I'm just like, I ain't got time. To me, it just sounds like you try to tell me that, oh, you had it and you probably would have been all right, and you would have kind of suppressed it and it would have went all the way away. But since you got injected with the flu by way of the flu shot, that was just a way of bringing it all the way out of you to expose it. Like, I'm just like, I ain't here for it. I ain't got time. To me, it ain't never did nothing for me. I don't see the point, so I don't go. And every year, my parents try to get me to go, and I just be like, yeah, I'm good where I'm at. And I haven't gotten them, but they the ones who stay sick all the time. I don't be sick. Only time I'm sick is when somebody's sneezing and coughing in my face. And again, I can count on my hands how many times I've been sick in my entire life. I'm almost 40. Like, I just don't be sick. So anyway, they went and got their shots yesterday. My daddy, my mama, my brother, my sister, and my aunt, who is like really, really close to my mama, to the point of where you might as well say they're best friends. They all went yesterday and got theirs early in the morning. And my daddy ended up, sending me a video chat, and we were talking about it, and they had to wait 15 minutes to make sure that they were okay. Apparently that's a part of the protocol. I think they did Moderna. And I'm like, okay, do what you do. And like almost every time we talk, they over here talking about something, are you getting it? And I remember the first time I told my mama that unless it becomes mandatory, I'm not getting it. She done went off. I'm looking at the phone the whole conversation like, I don't want to hear this. Because I just don't. I ain't had no symptoms. I ain't had a sniffle in like 3 years. So I'm like, what? Like, what is we doing? I ain't had so much as a sniffle in like 3 years. Y'all stay sick. But you want to tell me I need to do something. I ain't here for it. Until they make it mandatory, I'm not getting it. This is my stance on it. Like I just said, unless they make it mandatory, I'm not going out of my way to get it. I'm just not. I'm not getting it. Yeah, I could be asymptomatic. I have no idea. I could be asymptomatic. But at the same time, I don't be sick like that. I don't be sick. I just don't even be sick. And then I'm not around nobody. Like, I don't be up in nobody's face. I always keep my distance from people anyway, since before this. Like, I am a hugger, but I ain't been around nobody, so ain't nobody to hug. So, I mean, it's not like I'm exposing myself to other people and I might be asymptomatic, so this is what the situation, like, no, I'm not even around nobody to hug nobody, so that's not even the reality for me. So since I'm not around anybody, to me, the chances of me having it is pretty much zero. And when I do go out into the public, I go out at times where ain't nobody even in there like that. So again, I'm not around anybody. Like, I don't have to wait for somebody to move out of my way and all. Like, I'm not in there during times when people are in there. So ain't no high traffic going on. So yeah. And then if they do make it mandatory and I have to take it, I'm telling you, when I get that first shot, I'm going to detox something terrible to get it on out my system. And then when I do the second one, I'm going to detox like crazy to get it out of my... I'm sorry. Y'all are not going to kill me. I ain't had no sniffle. I ain't had no nothing. And you think you going to put that mess in me and kill me? No, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I just don't see the point. If you ain't out here spreading it, you ain't around nobody, you ain't nowhere near nobody, you ain't going nowhere, you ain't traveling, then why are you trying to tell me I need to take it? And I don't work anywhere at the moment where it's, it's not mandatory for me to have to take it. Like, I'm not around, I don't work with the public like that. So, like, for me, I'm just like, I don't see the point. But anyway, y'all let me know down in the comment section. Have you taken it? Which variant of it have you taken? Have you taken both shots? How was it for you? Did you experience any symptoms? Do you regret taking it? If you have not taken it, do you plan on taking it voluntarily, or are you going to be like me and they're going to have to make it mandatory for you to take it in order for you to take it and all of that? Or are you just going to be like, nah, I'm going to quit whatever job I'm working and work for myself and not travel, so I ain't got to worry about all that? Like, what are y'all going to do? What have you done and what are y'all going to do? I'm very curious to know, because there are a lot of people who feel like me, and there are other people on the other side who feel like my parents and my siblings. And they have been like, oh no, I want to hurry up and get the shot. And I'm just like, why are you rushing to get this? I feel like they ain't even done enough testing for people to be running and diving to go get it. I ain't here for it. But anyway, let's talk about it now in the comment section. Y'all know how it goes. So if you have not already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate the love. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.